glad you're with us. Joe Tessitore alongside Teddy Atlas, and we welcome you to the Metro Manila Arena. We're here in the Philippines for a much-anticipated main event. 12 rounds.
Remember what we talked about.
Opening stanza of this 12-round fight.
Keep it going. Keep moving around the ring.
Good-looking uppercut that time. How about that left hand? Tucks those elbows in, blocks the body shot.
Keep moving. Keep working the body.
Hurricane's giving his opponent headaches here now. He's throwing punches, but he's able to block them away.
Move your head. Come on.
Accurate hook. Committing well now to that left hand over the top. So he decides to go downstairs early on, and I think he'll be happy with that decision later on.
Well, it tells you that he's a
Bombs away by Prince. Hurricane's got to be feeling the sting of that big, powerful hook. Ten seconds remaining in this round. Oh, good exchange there. You can almost see it just by the way a fighter sits down on their stool at the end of a round. As we come to the end of this round, you can tell that he's full of confidence and he can't wait to get right back out there and continue doing what he's doing.
Well, you're right. The first thing that I notice is his back's not leaning against the corner pad. You know, that's a defeated fighter. That's a fighter. He don't want to go back. Something bad happened to him. You know, he's leaning back like that. You have to pick him up from the stool. He's got all his weight forward. He can't wait to get...
Prince is dazed after that punch. Boy, he was damaged, but now he's defending himself. Did you see that? Oh, he goes down hard, and now he's got a real problem ahead of him. Plenty of time for his opponent to jump on him.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Hard to prepare for a situation like this, but many do. He's been down, now he's got to survive.
So that's where you're wrong. It's not hard to prepare. It's a must to prepare. If you're a trainer, that's what you do in the gym. You teach a guy, if you're in this situation, this is what you do. You grab on, you move your head, you survive.
Gets rid of that body shot. Accurate with the straight left. Halfway through this round here. Quick snapping hook, and it does damage. Great round now, back and forth. After he did the hurting, he's the one hurt.
Joe, simply put, this is about wit, grit, and spit. This is about fighting.
Keep your distance.
And you can see he wanted to do that as he holds on there. That's a razor-sharp uppercut by Prince. Hurricane's being very patient here, but it's with a plan in mind.
Yeah, it is with a plan in mind, and that's why he's such a successful fighter. He's trying to lure his opponent into a mistake.
Just 10 seconds to go here in the second round. Tried to land that upstairs and was off the mark. Now these two corners have to do their job after both men went out and gave everything they had. Both fighters getting tagged and hurt by the other.
Yeah, well, what you have to do now in the corner, Joe, what you're alluding to is you have to revitalize the fighter. Put some cold water on his head, on his neck, you know, get him ready for the next round and give him some good advice. Tell him how to get away from some of those shots.
And now just wasting away some time with that clinch.
Move your head.
That was nice. He just drew the... He is not in good shape. He could be on the deck in moments.
Combos, combos.
And he's holding. What an impactful left hand by Prince.
This one.
Keep working the body.
Early on in this fight, one of the things I'm going to look for is who's the more well-rounded fighter offensively. Who can do it all with all their punches?
Well, you look for that in any sport, in any profession. You know, you look at a quarterback, you know, in football, the great ones, they can throw deep, but they can throw the short patterns. They can throw the out, the in patterns. Same thing with a fighter.
10 seconds to go in this third round. Gets rid of that. It was intended for his head. And that's the end of round 3. Hurricanes enjoying a big lead here, Teddy, and we talk about this often as we begin round number 4 up 3-0 on your scorecard. When you have scored a knockdown that early in a fight, a real hole for your opponent to try to overcome.
Yeah, because now he has to start taking chances that maybe weren't in the game plan. And as he takes chances, gets a little reckless, and as you're seeing, gets caught more.
Off to the side, a little swing and a miss going upstairs. Hurricanes' right hand scores well that time. Good defense just covering up down low. Able to counter that attack. Prince is way off the mark. That punch didn't have a chance. Wide shots that aren't sharp or targeted. That has been his problem tonight. Wow, what an impressive left hand by Prince. Hurricane's blocking ability is doing well for him there. He's in a good rhythm defensively here. Teddy, what is that, a credit to his ability to anticipate?
You know, also, it's the teaching. Let's give the trainers credit. Of course, let's give his background of the amateurs credit, but he learned how to get away from punches. This is technique that was taught to him.
Prince is hurt by a superb hook to the head. Good strong jab by Prince. Prince is able to land a good, solid left hand. Just 10 seconds to go in this round. Good flush shot upstairs. End of the round there. He was able to stun his opponent. Teddy, when you're training a guy that's coming off a round where he just got to his man, what do you do? Do you say, hey, I saw that and here's how you did it? How do you approach that?
Well, you want to make sure you remind them exactly what you're talking about, how he set it up. Don't think about just the big punch that landed. Remember how you got to that point.
Solid hook upstairs.
Good job.
Hurricane's making me real curious here, Teddy. I wonder, should he be sticking with this style after being rocked in this fight?
It's still early enough. I would say yes. You know, you don't want to panic. You don't want to just throw everything overboard. You want to stay with what brought you here. Hey, he's been taught this not for hours, not for days, not for weeks. You know, months and years he's been taught this. You don't throw it out. You stay with it.
Blocking that punch. Very good defense by Prince. Still plenty of time to work here in round number 5. Minute and a half to go. Well, his opponent is opening up and coming forward, so I would think there's some opportunities that exist.
Yeah, I think some counter-punching opportunities. Opportunities not on the front end, but on the back end.
He scores with the jab there.
Hit the pot. Stay away from those. Come on.
We count down the final moments of this round. Oh, what a whiff by Prince. And this round comes to an end. Prince is putting forth an effort, but he's not being effective in that regard.
No, he's not. He's not landing when he needs to land. And it kind of reminds, he's a banger too. He can punch a little. It reminds me of an old saying that a trainer once told me. It doesn't mean anything to have a big punch. It's kind of like having a military weapon, a bomb. What good is it if you don't have a missile to get it to the target? Right now, he needs a missile to get that punch. He needs to set it up, and he's not doing that.
He missed with that headshot. Prince is not coming up with the results that you would want to see out of him. Now, he's trying to counterpunch, Teddy, but it doesn't seem to be the answer.
No, he kind of looks a little bit like that guy who went in to get his hair dyed, you know? And he thought it was going to be just a little bit lighter, and it wound up being a lot lighter. And he said, wow, what the heck did I do? I didn't think I was going to look like this. I didn't think that I was going to box like this.
Halfway through round 6.
Just sell.
How about a return to sender with the left hand?
You got this one.
A little head hunting with the right.
Just like that.
And now you see the southpaw pulling the trigger with the straight left. Good biting, snapping shot by Prince. And he just holds on there. Hurricane's got a way of just getting away from that punch.
Head and body. Head and body.
Final 10 seconds of the 6th round. Resourceful jab by Hurricane. That was yet another round where he just looked like the fresher, better conditioned fighter. And here in these later stages of this fight, that's where you get the payoff.
Well, the payoff is what we heard. We heard about coming into this fight that in training camp they were doing 5-minute rounds. We heard that, Joe. Not 3-minute, 5-minute rounds. He's getting the benefit right now of that.
And just looking to chop down his opponent. A forceful hook to the head by Prince.
Keep doing what you're doing.
Hurricane's throwing lots of punches, and not many are landing. But what's that old saying? Hey, you put enough out there, something's going to stick. Wow! Oh, and he goes down again. The question is, can he rise up and continue on? So now the question becomes, after that knockdown, and he has gotten up, how does he survive?
Joe, this is where instincts kick in. You got to start moving that head automatically right now. You don't want to stay in the middle.
Big shot to the head.
He left a hole. It was closed.
Halfway through the 7th round. What a great job. He gave one right back in return. Nice work by Prince.
Come on, kid. Hands up. Relax.
Well-targeted left hand by Hurricane.
1, 2.
Here's a moment here as you see the step-back counterpunch where you realize this is the sweet science, not just some raw savagery swinging out there.
Look at the little subtleties here, Joe. What he does is he forces them into a position to stop the punch. And then when he stops, steps back, makes a miss, and comes right back.
There you go. Double up on your punches.
Coming towards the end of the 7th round, 10 seconds to go. Hurricane's able to avoid that punch.
Keep doing what you're doing. Keep the jab pumping and throw the lead right hand, all right? You are winning this fight.
First half of this fight has been very, very easy to score. You have him up big, as we see on your scorecard. That doesn't necessarily mean the second half of the fight's going to go that way, though.
No, it doesn't. What he needs to do is watch that movie, The Gambler. I think it was The Gambler with James Caan, where, you know, he went to sleep and he was ahead with all his games that he bet on. Then he woke up and he caught up to see how much money he won. And they told him, you owe 30 grand. And he said, what do you mean I was ahead? We don't pay you off at halftime.
Hurricane's doing something that not everybody appreciates, but he is making his defense a major factor in this fight.
Yeah, well, a lot of times people, you know, they only get it done on one end. What I mean about that is, you know, offensively, they use their jab, they use aggression to set up the offense, but he uses defense to set up the offense. He has a double-edged sword.
Work the body.
Now hugging on the inside. That hook was well off the mark. The halfway point of round number 8. And now he scores with that left to the body. And he decides to tie up again.
Looking good.
Now I know where they got that saying, falling like a sack of potatoes.
One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
So he goes down, but able to get up to his feet. Teddy, what should he be thinking about now?
Well, right now, just surviving, but if he survives, then he better figure out why he was put on the floor.
What a difference from corner to corner. As he sits on his stool, he knows that he is in complete control of this fight, peppering his opponent with power shots.
Well, it's been like that all night long. Anything he throws finds a target.
See, that's some fine defense right there. I love that block by Hurricane. Hurricane's left now getting into the mix. Very good work on the inside with the uppercut. Now, if you're standing opposite that right there, Teddy, what do you have to do to stop it?
Well, first of all, you have to understand and recognize that's the punch you should be aware of in close, because there's only a few punches. You're in real close. There's not room for too many other punches. The uppercut is the one you expect. So expect it, first of all, and move your head on the side so it misses you.
Prince is proving to be elusive.
That's what I want to see.
And that's the end of round 9. Hurricane's in dominating form here tonight. He's doing everything he wanted to do, and he's ahead on our scorecards ringside.
Yeah, but don't forget, he's in the...
Prince is stunned, and he is hurt.
Yeah, you got him. Let's go.
You could tell that he was nearly out of gas, so now he's taking a little bit of a break. He's tying up.
Hey, look, airplanes have to land. They don't keep flying. They land so they can get refueled. He's getting refueled here a little bit. But his opponent, he gave him a landing strip. He should not have. He should have made him crash into the mountains.
Beat him in a punch. Do that again.
He scored well after. Oh, and there you go. That was a big shot that floored him, and it's a big shot that may end him right here.
That looked like the great pitcher, Great Maddox. His sinker ball. Boy, it went down quick.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
The ref is stopping this fight. Hurricanes gun down yet another opponent. A knockout victory. That's what you want to see, a guy who can close the show and finish with style. He ends up a knockout victor tonight.
And that's what his trainer wanted. His trainer was even telling him, step it up a little bit, because he knew this was possible, and they got it.
For Teddy Atlas, I'm Joe Tessitore. Thanks for being with us. Enjoy the rest of your evening.